Okay. Turn down the volume a little bit. There we go. And mute that stream. Oh, we've got some people, 13 people already, goodness. Okay, well I best get started immediately then. Hello everyone. Right, so today's live stream, I just kind of I do remember promising at some point that I would do a stream more geared towards combos and the like. I haven't really thought this one through as much. I'll probably be just doing kind of the usual kind of thing that I do when I mess around in training. Sometimes I'll practice fairly standard stuff, sometimes I'll look for really weird stuff and just try and do it. I think you can learn a lot about the character by just trying to do the wildest stuff that you can in training, so I do that sometimes. But also I'll be taking any requests from the chat for how to show things. Obviously this is going to be unpolished, I will miss stuff, but hopefully I will be able to explain why I'm missing stuff, so that you can improve your own game in that regard as well. Okay. So, oh, we've got a request already. Any advice on delaying short hops in combos and fast falling between Fair 1 and Fair 2? Advice? I think it mostly comes down to like how your brain takes cues. So like I know that I rely a lot on sound cues. So when I do like the Nair Fair flip kick combo, how I think of it when I'm executing it is I think of the sounds. It's like that. Kind of sounds stupid, but like that kind of do with the Fair 1 and Fair 2, that kind of tells my thumbs where to move. It's like, okay, so as soon as the first boom from the first forward air hit comes out, then that's when I hit down. Honestly, I haven't actually practiced, I haven't labbed that in a while, so I'll probably be rusty, but it's a good excuse to do it a little bit, so let's do that. Any IDJ shenanigans? I cannot even tell you how many times I've been asked about this. So, as far as I'm aware, Zero Suit, I've experimented a lot with IDJ, and I cannot really see that she gets anything out of it. I have seen the occasional clip on Twitter, like of a really fringe scenario where an IDJ did actually do something, but it just seems to be sort of in very rare scenarios. Most of the time Zero Suit doesn't want to IDJ because doing the double jump as late as possible into an up air is what she needs to do to get that first hit of boost kick most of the time. Simple, but can you go over the end of Paralyzer Charge into up B and why it misses on characters? I mean, I know why it misses. I wish it didn't, but yeah, we can go over that. Okay, let's start with some Nair Fair flip kick thing. Let's pick a character that's easy to do on. I know it's pretty easy to do it on Snake. Okay. I'm going to switch this to control just so that we can move him a little bit to the center. Turn still moves on. And put Snake about 45 maybe. So the Nair fair flip kick did actually get quite a lot more difficult after the nerf, because the Nair has 2 more frames of lag. It just gives you a much narrower window to input that fair. So I definitely find it quite a lot harder than it used to be, but it is still possible, and I've done it in games many times since the nerf. So yeah, wouldn't worry about that too much. Okay. Oh gosh, I'm getting a lot, a lot of requests. Is it possible to clip on YouTube? I'm so sick. Alright. I mean, yeah, you can possibly clip it, or I can clip it for you. I'd argue ITJ is good if you want a full up air fast fall fair 1 for platform extension. I mean, you could do that, but I'm not really sure why you would want the forward air 1 on the platform instead of something else. There's usually something else better that you could do in that situation. I mean, you could possibly get like a forward air 1 into a run-off up air into something, but that's going to be unlikely to lead into a kill, I should think. Lead into a kill, as opposed to a ladder combo. I think in basically in most of those situations where you might be able to do that, you could get a ladder combo instead. And if you practice that, then that should kill. Okay, so Nair fair flip kick. So so this neutral air, right? So this needs to be a lot tighter than it used to be. So you kind of really want to hit it either the frame before you land or 2 frames before you land, otherwise you are just not going to get it at all. Okay. So right then I missed that because my fast fall and my forward air was a little bit too late. Okay, so that wasn't the complete true combo. I left it slightly too long between the neutral air and the forward air. So I only got the last 3. Okay, fast fall a little bit too soon. Okay, there we go. So, proof that it does still work, if you wanted it. Oh, I didn't actually have enough latency on the stream now. How's the sound, by the way? I did try and calibrate it beforehand so that music isn't drowning everything out. But just let me know if my voice is too quiet or if the music is too quiet, whatever. Yeah, so I'm going to try and, like, I don't know, I'm just going to do that a few times while I wait for more requests. Fair one falling up there. Bear works. Yeah, so that is a combo that will get you a lot of damage, but the percentage where that kind of IDJ up air into fair 1 to falling up air bear works, that's not going to kill, because you're not going to be able to get that up air into fair 1 because the up air will send them too high. But yeah, that's something we can definitely look at. I'm not exactly well practiced in IDJ, so yeah, we can give it a go. I kind of gave up on practicing them a little bit. I did practice them a little bit when I was labbing Falco, but I just got bored. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that third one, so I got 2 in a row, that third one was not quite a true combo because my fast fall was a little bit late. So let's go over this in frame by frame actually, just to show it again, in case anyone hasn't seen that video or has forgotten. Okay, so for this combo to work, you, especially now since the nerf, you pretty much always need to have a close neutral air. A close neutral air isn't ideal. Usually ZSS wants to space her neutral air, but sometimes you will just get a close neutral air, and neutral air kind of has enough hit lag on it for you to be able to react to the situation. So you can, if you hit the nair, you can see, oh, this is a close nair, I can go for this combo. Do I use the C state when fast falling? No, I don't. So yeah, I kind of tend to react to the situation. If I see that I'm going to hit a close nair, then I might go for the Yogi combo in that situation. I find it fairly easy to react to, even online, so it should definitely be very doable offline. So I would say maybe that's as far away as you want to be. So we're still in hit lag at the moment. I think this is going to hit 1 frame before she hits the ground. Yeah, okay, so we did good there. That's a perfect neutral there to set up the combo. And then what I do in this position is I hold forward and I buffer the short hop. So I'm holding forward while buffering the short hop. Okay, so I can let go now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so as I covered in my video, you want to start the forward air ideally on frame 17 or later. So it's something like frame 17 to 24 at the maximum. That's gone down at the... I can't remember what the exact numbers are, but yeah, this is kind of the earliest that you can input the forward air at this point. So I'm going to input it here. Okay, so the first hit forward air will have 8 frames of hit lag, and in Smash Ultimate you can buffer things during the last 4 frames of hit lag. It works slightly differently to the regular buffer, which is 10 frames. So during hit lag it's only 4 frames. So you need to input the fast fall within the last 4 frames of the hit lag of forward air 1. So I need to wait 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just give it a 5th for good measure. And now I start holding down. Okay, so 3 frames later, you can see the little star has appeared. That indicates that she's started a fast fall. And now we'll know if I've spaced it correctly or not. If the second forward air hits, this will definitely work. And I haven't spaced it correctly. Okay, so I won't have to go through all that again. I'll just speed things up a little bit. That was too close. Okay. Not ideal. 2 frames before landing. Okay, that should do it. Okay, so we got the forward air, just barely. Just hit Snake on the toe there. So Zero Suit is fast falling at this point, so she will hit the ground nice and quickly. And the forward air has 10 frames of landing lag. We've just counted 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I can just hold down B at this point. You can hold down B from the moment that Zero Suit touches the ground, because the regular buffer is 10 frames. So I can just hold it, and she will start it as soon as the landing lag is over. And then I just hold forward after starting the flip jump. And then, again, I can just hold B and forward, and she will execute the flip kick properly. And there you go, there's the true combo. 39 damage, full combo, damage 17.6 for the flip kick. Okay, maybe that's enough of the Yogi combo for now. We've got a few more requests. I mostly use IDJ for early kills with Bear. I'm curious as to what situation that's in. Why would you need that? Could you not just do a full hop? Early kills with Bear. I mean, do let me know. Would you be able to get a link to the music? Yes, you can. Hang on. So this is the soundtrack to Divinity Original Sin 2. One of my favourite games. I did actually play it on stream a while back with HKD. He's the Crom player that I made a few videos with. Is this the one? I assume this is the one. Tell me if it's wrong. There you go. Right, okay. So another request was the paralyzer into the boost kick. So let's put Snake up to about 100. Let's turn the one frame off, yeah, okay. And let's put him on stop for now, just to make it simple. Okay, so the paralyzer will do the same amount of stun regardless of the opponent's percentage. It's different to down smash in that regard. Down smash, the amount of time they're stunned for goes up with percent. So if you actually manage to land a fully charged paralyzer, or indeed a mostly charged paralyzer, fairly close, you can do this. And that's pretty handy, because boost kick closer to the ledge, the thing that determines whether it will kill is how laterally, horizontally close to the blast zone they are. The opponent needs to DI it straight in to survive. That's kind of just how all DI on all diagonal moves works. So if you kind of get a paralyzer in this situation, oh hang on, if you get a paralyzer in this situation, it can be a good idea to push them back like that. So one of the slight problems that you sometimes get with this is if I just... Okay, so once they've been released from the stun, they still can't do anything for a little while. I can hold... Hang on, I'll put Snake on control again. Okay, so if I hold shield on Snake here, hopefully this will work, and just go frame by frame, there's quite a few frames where he's just reeling in this animation here, and he still can't do anything. Yeah, okay. Let's just show that again. Yeah. Okay. So he's entered this reeling animation. I'm holding shield on the player 2 controller. He can't shield this whole time. He's completely helpless. So you have all this time. Okay, so that's the first frame of his shield. So it's quite a long time. You can push him for a while. And the problem is that a lot of the time, with some characters in that reeling animation, the boost kick will not hit them. So I don't know if that happens with Snake. I don't think I've ever seen it happen with Snake. So like, even if... Yeah, I mean, the boost kick's just gonna hit him anyway. So Snake's reeling animation is not all that bad for this. Yeah, even when he's reeled all the way back there, it'll still work. So I'll just quickly say before I change the character to a character where this does happen. So the reason this happens is because when you hit them with a paralyzer on the ground, they stay grounded the whole time. So according to the game, that character is still on the ground. This is different to down smash, where it technically launches them into the air. So you just run straight through them if you try to do the same thing. This can be useful though, because if you like somehow manage to get a down smash facing the other way, oh, hang on, then you can run through them and boost kick in the other direction, which is pretty handy. Oh. Okay, so I'll switch the training character to a character. So I think this actually happens with Charizard. I've definitely seen it happen a few times with Charizard. Certain someone might be watching who knows all too well. Where's Pokemon Trader? There he is. Okay. Yeah, because Charizard kind of has this gracile curvature to his form, which gives you a nice little pocket of nothing for you to hit with the first hit of your boost kick. So, under normal situations, you can just run straight up to Charizard and boost kick him, and that'll be fine. But if we put him... Let's put him on 100, and let's try this. Okay, no. Maybe I'm missing it. Okay, there we go. So, that was when I did it quite late. So let's show that in slow motion. Okay, so when he's reeling... trying to figure out exactly where that is. Maybe it's here. No, it's a bit sooner than that. Just try and figure out where that is. I'm hitting it every time now, of course. Okay, I definitely missed it that once, didn't I? I wasn't hallucinating that. Am I going to be talking about up air landing forward air combos? Not entirely sure what you mean. Do you mean the variation of the Yogi combo where you do up air to start with? So I have actually investigated that. It's kind of weird. So I've seen it in a few clip compilations. I think it was in one of yours, wasn't it, Styles? So I was actually very curious about that particular one because it looked very close to being true. It actually wasn't. They could have air dodged the flip kick, if I remember correctly. Now I'm talking about grounded at like 20. Still not really sure what you mean. Paralyzed whiff. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the paralyzed whiff. I think I've said enough about it. Yeah, you've seen it once. So the best way to deal with it, before we move on, is to just try and make sure you hit the opponent before they actually enter that reeling animation. So you can still push them a little bit. Okay, hang on. Okay, so I kind of got him on more or less the first frame of the reeling animation there. But if you hit them before they even start reeling, you can still push them a little bit and it won't whiff. So, moving on. Hang on, I just got a notification. Okay, never mind, it's not important. Have I ever tried playing Fox before? Yes! Fox was my Smash 4 main, and my Brawl main as well, actually. I was really looking forward to playing him in Ultimate. He didn't click with me. It was sad. I was going to make some Fox guides. I hyped them up, and you know, I was trying to learn as much as I could about Fox at the start of the game. I just didn't like playing him that much in this game. Sad times. If you hit a landing up air, land with forward air, and you can rise with up air and bear. Okay. I'm gonna have to try this, and you tell me if I'm doing what you're talking about. Okay. I don't think I can do that on Charizard. It's actually impossible to miss that second forward air. Hang on. Yeah. Maybe slightly higher percent? Oh no, you said from around 20, didn't you? I'm still not sure exactly what you're describing. Okay, I might come back to this. Remind me later if you can. Is this the Divinity 2 combat music? Yeah, it is. 15-20%. Okay, I'm not sure what it is you're talking about. Landing up air. How can you get a landing up air forward air? Do you mean the Yogi combo? Do you mean the landing up air into fair 1-2 flip kick? Is that what you mean? So the problem you have with this is that at the height that you actually want to get it, they can usually air dodge. Hang on, let's... Oh, I forgot that we killed him. Let's get rid of Pokemon Trainer, let's try. Let's try Snake again. Or, I don't know, we could go for a bigger fatty. Yeah? Yeah, let's go for Cable. So you can do that. You can do the landing up air into forward air 1-2. Flip kick. So honestly, it probably does work decently well on K. Rool and other big characters with slow air dodges. So this is something we can go over here. So like, if I just buffer that short hop. Am I on control? No, there we go. Okay. So if I do it there, okay, you can actually just about get K. Rool there. And then that will probably combo. Actually, no, that forward air is a bit too slow. Do I keep up to date with the Scottish Smash scene? No, I don't. I haven't been to a tournament in a long time now. I sometimes look at results, and I don't actually recognize most of the names on the thing. Sometimes it's because people just change their name, and they are the same people. But I was pretty involved in the scene maybe 5 years ago in Smash 4. Yeah. I PR'd whenever I did go to a tournament. But even then, there wasn't that often. So you can get that if you're willing to wait a little bit longer. You can get that into the flip kick pretty nicely. So I want to try leaving that. Okay. Oh, I accidentally full hopped. Hang on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, so K. Rool's invincibility starts on frame 29 of Zero Suit's short hop there. So that means that I can input the forward air on frame 23 at the latest. So let's try that. I need to do that up air better. I have a harder time hitting up air one frame before I land than neutral air for some reason. Not sure why. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, darn it, I hit the button too early. Okay, there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, so that will still hit. So the combo meter says that that's not a combo, but he did air dodge as soon as possible. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, get that fast fall. And there's the flip kick. Didn't spike though. I could have done the momentum cancel flip kick to get that, probably. Yeah, so it does work. I mean, K. Rool's probably a bit of an exception. And we can try it on a more standard character. So what I've noticed on the smaller characters is that if you... in order for you to actually hit the forward air before they can air dodge, you have to hit it pretty early, in which case you can't fast fall. Because the up air just has less hit advantage than neutral air at the regular percents. And also you tend to fall past them because the up air hits them at a higher angle. So you hit the fair 1 slightly lower on the character model, and by the time you get to the fair 2, you've fallen past them. So I think I did lab this on Snake. So we can go back to Snake. Snake is a good example as well because he has the frame 1 grenade pull. So if your combo is not completely true, then it just will not work on him. Well, unless you get lucky and you don't hit the grenade. So go for maybe 25 again. Okay, let's put it on frame. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so Snake can input an action on frame 24, which means that you can pull a grenade on frame 24. So we need to hit the forward air 1 at the latest frame 23, so we need to input it at the latest frame 18. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Ooh. This might work. I don't know. The positioning looks good. Nah. So that's what I was talking about you falling too fast past them. So I left that as late as I possibly could. So you tend to want to do, like, for the up air one in particular, you need to do it as late as you can, because that way you will be higher and the opponent will be lower. So you'll hit the forward air 1 higher up on their character model, and that will let the forward air 2 hit. But as you can see, I did that, and you still couldn't connect to the fair 2. So it works on K. Rool because he's massive, but a more standard size character like Snake, no. And you can try it at a higher percentage, but I think it actually just gets worse the higher the percentage goes. And I mean, even at 33, will that even? That's. Yeah, I don't know if you can even reliably get the flip kick at that kind of early percent. Let's try 35 anyway. Okay, let's see how long he can act. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, so first actual frame is 27, so we need to input the forward air on frame 21 at the latest. Yeah, okay. People are talking about nair bear, so I will go over that a little bit. Okay, frame 21 at the latest. Let's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, so you're not going to get that fair too. And if you try and delay the fastfall, the longer you delay the fastfall, the tighter the forward air 2 to flip kick becomes. And on Snake, that'll have to be pretty darn tight. Yeah. I mean, I can try and show you with one more character maybe, but this is basically, I've investigated this before, and like, my conclusion was the same, is that you can't really get it to work on the majority of the cast. Yeah, there might be a couple of fatties that you can get it on, but you know, you can go wild on fatties anyway. You can do what you want as Zero Suit most of the time. Hashtag Zero Suit combos versus DK do not count. Okay, so Nair Tobacco. Okay, I'm trying to think what we can actually do with this. Let's put Corin back on. Actually, Corin might be reasonably easy to hit with this. Thoughts on auto cancel bear for Nair Bear? Auto cancel? Do you mean attack cancel? Yeah, I assume you mean attack cancel. Have you considered getting the training mod pack? Yes, I've considered it, but my Switch is, or at least at the time, it was unmoddable because it's an EU Switch. Maybe that's changed now, I don't know. But I find that I don't really need it most of the time. I'm fairly well practiced in, you know, just looking at the frames, and I know when something is going to work and not. Like it would be handy just, you know, to help me personally get the timing of things down. I don't really tend to do that all that much. Most of the labbing and practice that I do is for the sake of videos and sharing tech with Twitter. I don't even go to tournaments, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, so Nair to attack cancel bear. So the attack cancel bear after the Nair, I don't know if it's really all that worth learning in this situation, because the reverse aerial rush bear should be fairly generous at this percentage, and at the higher percentages where Nair to bear will actually kill, you can't use attack cancel because attack cancel has a very fixed distance. Hang on. It's like I've forgotten how to do it. Okay. There we go. Okay. This is embarrassing. Yeah. Okay. It's almost like I don't practice this enough. Okay. Okay, I've temporarily forgotten how to do attack cancels. Give me a second. So usually I'll just do raw like that. Why can I not do this at the moment? Hang on. I know why it is. No, it's because I literally sliced open my finger earlier today, and my finger on the left shoulder jump button is a bit sluggish at the moment. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to do this a few more times just to reassure myself that I haven't completely forgotten how to do it. Also, at most percents you can get attack cancelled bear, it's better punished to go for something other than bear. Yes, I was also going to say that. So, at this percentage, I probably wouldn't go for back air anyway. I'd probably go for something like a double neutral air. Oh, this is actually kind of hard on Corin. Let's... I'm not using stealth moves either. There we go. It's actually quite hard to get out on Corin, surprisingly. Yeah, so I would normally just do reverse aerial rush back air. In that situation, just because, I mean, I personally find it a lot easier, and it just gives you a lot more kind of room to space that back air. I'm hitting the sweet spot a lot more regularly with that. So the main point that I was making before is that oh, whoops, what did I just do? So at the percentages where nair to back air is actually really useful, these kill percentages, of course you can't use that attack cancel because it has a fairly fixed distance. So if you use the reverse aerial rush instead, that can let you get further. Let's actually turn that up a little bit. I always say that neutral air to back air is Zero Suit's most difficult and least impressive looking combo. The neutral air is just very DIable, and that kind of height that they get sent at, it's a little bit awkward at the kill percents. So sometimes I'll miss the back air and I'll get a forward air instead or something because I'm trying to do it too quickly. Because you do actually have to run forward a decent distance. I usually try falling up it here or rising. So you mean at the slightly lower percents? Yeah, so you can go like. I feel like Corin was a bad character to pick, actually. He has surprisingly high gravity. So you can kind of go for this. Ooh. Yeah, he's a bit awkward. Yeah, you're not going to get anything particularly. Okay. This happens like what? So I just find the attack cancel very unintuitive. Like, I don't know, the reverse aerial rush. So I'm kind of managing to do it now. Thank goodness. I do actually vaguely remember how to do it. Reverse aerial rush makes a lot more sense to me. It's like you run, you turn around, and you jump, and then you back air. Yeah, it all makes total sense. The attack cancel is just an exploit of Smash Ultimate's completely bizarre buffer system. Well, you know, it's cool and all, but it kind of... I have to always tell myself what the order of the buttons is. So press forward, tilt stick back, jump. It's like I don't remember it in terms of how it works in the mechanics of the game. I just remember the button sequence. And for some reason my fingers just have a harder time remembering that. I don't really think in terms of buttons when I'm playing this game. It's like... to me, it's kind of like driving a car. You remember to turn left or turn right or whatever. You don't remember like the exact angle that you turn the steering wheel. Or at least that's not how my brain works when it comes to Smash anyway. I just kind of remember, you know, the positioning of things, and I just therefore find the reverse aerial rush quite a lot easier. Okay, maybe this is a good time to bring in ladder combos, because that neutral air in that position can do some cool stuff. Let's... Who should we use? Should we make it easy with Ridley? Yeah, let's make it fairly easy. Oh, I didn't change the stage. Hang on. If anyone has any more requests for specific things to cover, let me know. So I'm going to do this on small battlefield, actually. Let's turn still moves on. Let's put Ridley on about 35. Okay, so I need to control Ridley as well. So something I've actually been getting a lot of traction out of recently is this kind of ladder combo setup on Small Battlefield or Hollow Bastion, or it does actually work on Kalos and Northern Cave as well. Is this kind of neutral air to rising short hop up air setup into the ladder combo, which is another thing you can do at roughly this percentage. Okay, so I didn't quite get it. Maybe slightly lower for Ridley. Okay, so that is a really easy ladder combo setup. Most of it, like most of the difficult bits, can be buffered. So once you've got this neutral air, hang on, can I do this in slow motion? Maybe I'm so bad at playing in slow motion, so forgive me. So you can just buffer that neutral air. Yeah, that was not good neutral air. So ideally, you don't want it to hit the platform because that gives them the opportunity to attack. So. Okay, yeah, let's forget that. I'll try and do it in frame by frame instead. Okay. Okay, so once you got that neutral air, you can just buffer this short hop up air. And that will be a true combo. If your opponent is going to air dodge at all, it will be here, between this first and second up air. That part is the easiest part to air dodge, because the up air has the least hit stun, and you're not landing with it. So then you can get this third up air, which they could also air dodge, but it's less likely that they'll air dodge this one. Ridley probably can't either. This is true against a lot of characters. Even characters with frame 2 air dodges, you can get it to work. I don't know about frame 1 escape options actually. So then once you've landed that up air, you can get the full hop and then the double jump up air into the boost kick, and that's all a true combo. and that's at a height where the boost kick will definitely kill. So that's cool. Hello, new ZSS player, Sparta ZSS, how are you doing? And hello, Eon, as well. This setup is also really nice on characters with bad aerial escape functions like DD. Yeah, it's so free. on big characters with slow air dodges, this is just very easy to do. So I'm hitting that almost every single time. And it's so powerful on the last up air is an IDJ. No! No, it is not. So I'll show you what happens if I do IDJ in that scenario. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, I missed that up there. It's kind of hard doing it while holding the left trigger. What am I thinking? I don't normally use that button for jumping. Okay, so if I IDJ here, it might still work on Ridley, bear it in mind. You have a lot of leeway with big characters, but it also won't kill. So if I go for the IDJ here, I think this should work. Yeah, so that's the IDJ. You can see the double jump. So if I up air in this position, it's going to send them far too high above Zero Suit in order for her to connect the boost kick. You can just air dodge that. So what you really want to do is delay that double jump as long as you can. Hang on. Okay. So you can buffer this full hop here after the up air. That's ideal. And then once you full hopped, you kind of want to leave the double jump as late as you possibly can. I still haven't double jumped at this point. Okay? And you want to input the double jump and up air as close to the character as you can. And that should probably be close enough. So if I now input double jump and up air together, so that will hit Ridley with the first frame of the up air, and you can see how high above him really I am when I hit that. So that will mean that as he gets hit upwards, while I am still going upwards, he'll be at the same height as me. And also, because I delayed the double jump so long, I'm now really high up. And this boost kick is definitely going to kill. Hang on. Hopefully he won't just fall out of it. Okay, so that was with best DI. I was holding the best DI on that controller. So, it kills, no matter what. So, no, you do not want to IDJ in that situation. It's quite the opposite. You want to double jump as late as possible, because that will give you the most height and it will let you hit that first hit of boost kick. What are your most used kill confirms? I don't really know. Yeah, that's a difficult one. I mean, Nair Flick Kick gets used a lot. I think a kill confirm that I go for quite a lot, that other people don't seem to go for as much, except maybe a couple of the guys here, is this forward air 1 into back air confirm. So it's just a really consistent high percentage kill confirm that's a lot more difficult to avoid than the Zaire back air. And the forward air 1, it's not as safe as her other options, but it is still pretty safe. It's got 10 frames of landing lag. So if you just whiff it, most of the time it's going to be safe. I mean, 10 frames is still not very much. I mean, the safest aerials in Smash 4 had 10 frames of landing lag. It's still not very much. How do you do the up air string into down B? Okay, I will address that after this. Because was there into just whatever parallel. So yeah, you can have a hard time getting these Zare confirms at higher percentages because it's very character dependent. So I think Ridley actually hits the ground surprisingly fast. So most of the time, you're not going to be able to get that kind of Zare back air. You might just DI up. Maybe let's go for very high percent. I mean, yeah, it just doesn't really look like you're going to get it at all. Yeah, you can just about get it at 150 if you're really close. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's not a particularly legit setup at that percent because you have to hit that Zare really, really close. But yeah, you can. The good thing about the Zare tech chases is that they may not work all the time, but they are ridiculously safe. If you miss the Zare, it doesn't really matter most of the time against most characters. And then as soon as you hit it, you go for a down smash, which again is safe. You can use the down smash to cover all but one option, really. So you can on a lot of characters you can cover tech roll in and in place, or out and in place, or miss tech. You can do the same timing for both. The difficult thing is against characters with kind of in-between fall speeds, where they might be able to attack you before they hit the ground. So like sometimes you'll hit them with this Zare. Hang on, let's see if I can get Ridley to... it's too high. Hang on. Okay. Oh no, I didn't DI. Never mind. Is he gonna... Yeah. Okay, so if I get Ridley to DI up here, you can see that he can go pretty high. So he can do a lot of things here. He can either attack or he can jump. Can I get him to jump on the other controller? So if is he gonna jump? Oh no, I think I messed that up on the other controller. Hang on. I want to see if this works on Ridley, actually. If this works with Ridley, sorry. Okay, so DIing up. Okay, so if I dash forward, if I just kind of hold jump there, is he going to be able... Yeah, so he can just jump there before he hits the ground. And against a lot of characters, they won't even have to DI up for that to happen, so they can jump or attack. So the difficulty comes with the characters that are that have these in-between fall speeds. If you're against a character with who falls fast, then they will almost always have to tech, unless they DI up the moment they get hit by the Zare, which is pretty unlikely because it's very, very hard to react that quickly to Zare. They might just do it coincidentally, but if you're playing against a fast faller, you can assume that most of the time the Zare will lead into a tech chase. And against a floaty, like, say, Peach, you can be fairly sure that there is not going to be a tech chase, because Peach is just going to jump or attack before she hits the ground. So when you hit Peach with the Zare, you don't really ever go for the tech chase. But it does make the Zare back air much easier, because if you remember the problem that we had with Ridley just then was that I had to get him to a very high percentage before he would be high enough to actually get hit by that Zare back air. Whereas if I put Peach on like 110 maybe? Let's put her on control. Oh, sorry. So that is much easier on a character like Peach, and she will have to DI down to avoid that. Unless she gets weird random tumble animation. Yeah, okay. She'll need to be a bit higher if she goes into that animation. Let's go for 130. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's another thing that can mess with your Bear shenanigans. Ugh, for goodness sake. She's not getting that animation now. Come on, Peach, you can do that animation. Now she's refusing to do it. Yeah. I don't believe it, she's not doing it the last 10 times in a row now, ish. Come on. Okay, I missed it that time, darn it. Yes, okay. I think you get the idea anyway. The computer isn't being compliant at the moment. So if she enters that specific animation, it will be more... So this is the animation where she's kind of like spinning like a figure skater. So all characters have that. They have this random tumble animation mix-up. They'll either do their standard reeling animation or the spinny one. I can't remember what the probability of it being either one is. I think it's 1 in 4, something like that. I don't think that changed. So yeah, unfortunately there's not really a lot you can do about that. But against floaties like Peach, it's fairly consistent. You can just get that back air or an up smash or something of the like. And then against fast fallers, you can go for the tech chase. Against kind of the middling fallers, yeah, it's a bit more of a you have to download your opponent kind of affair. Does your opponent tend to DI up or down? If they miss the tech, do they tend to jump or attack? That's something that you've got to, yeah. Are you DIing with your... No, I'm not DIing at all at the moment. I'll only do that if I'm doing it in frame advance. I miss Nair Nair Bear. Nair Nair Bear is definitely still a thing. So you won't get it to actually show on the combo meter. Maybe about 35 for Peach. Okay, that's... It does have to be quick. It's maybe a little bit too quick. Okay, so if I manage to get it, I will show you something about this. It's quite difficult to get that. Yeah, I'm struggling to get that reverse aerial rush in time actually on Peach. Ah, come on, Lee had it there. Ah, really? Okay. I actually want to see that back. Did I get the 2 nairs to combo there? Okay, so watching this back, so what you're noticing a lot of the time... Yeah, okay, so that was a true combo. Do you practice with DI out and air dodge on? No, I don't. You need the training mod pack to do that, and I don't have that. I tend to just like see if something will work with DI out and air dodge out, and then just put it on the percentages where it will work and practice things. So what was I going to say? Yes, so you'll have noticed from a lot of those that I was getting the double nair to true combo on the screen, so that was a fairly good one there. So that shows 15.9 total damage combo 2. So Smash Ultimate has this weird thing where the combo meter resets after 2 electric moves in a row. I think that's the criteria for it to do that. So anything that you get after that will not show as a true combo no matter what. So I can get nair into forward air like that, and it won't show the whole thing as a true combo. That definitely is. The nair fair to forward, like, there's just no way that she has time to air dodge that. Oh, I got it there because I was slightly too late with the second nair. Yeah, that right there is definitely a true combo. You can even do it into flip kick still. It works on characters with frame 2 escape options or slower. It will definitely still work. And if it works for flip kick, it definitely works for back air and forward air and the like. I never really got used to the new timing of it. Yeah, admittedly, it's something that I haven't practiced all that much. I've been a bit less active in Smash in general recently. Yeah, it does still work. The timing is a little bit more awkward because the second air is a short hop aerial, right? Yes, it is a short hop. So you can do some wild stuff with. So, see, like if you see that, it's definitely a true combo. You can do some wild stuff with a with a full hop neutral air. I think I showed something like that. What I really want to get someday is a combo with like a short hop neutral air into a full hop neutral air on a platform into something. That's the dream. So I've done it in training before. So so you can actually, in theory, get something like that. Maybe on Peach it doesn't work too well. She's a bit too floaty. Maybe I can get the back air after that. Yeah, so that's much too slow. Yeah, I don't know. I find doing the Zeb air so difficult. I can never turn around in time for the reverse. Yeah, I think it is quite difficult. The good thing about it, again, is that it's just very safe. It doesn't really matter if you miss that back air, because even if you miss it, Zero Suit travels a long way with it, and your opponent's not going to have time to punish it because it's too quick. So even if you miss the Zeb air, so whatever, I'll just keep spamming Zare as usual. Okay, somebody asked about the air dodge read into the flip kick, so I'll talk about that a little bit. Who should we go for? Maybe Moth? Yeah. Okay. So it'll probably be easiest if I just put him on maybe 40%. Okay, that's about right. So the thing with faking out your opponent into an air dodge read flip kick with the ladder combo, especially now after the nerf to boost kick, it kind of relies on your opponent's ignorance a little bit. So when your opponent is at a fairly high percentage, as in 40 plus, where the ladder combo won't work anymore, let's see if I can get Marth to air dodge between here. Okay. Damn, I'm good. So if your opponent is of that kind of percentage, where you can't hit the first hit of boost kick, they can just air dodge it. And of course, they have a few options there. They can either neutral air dodge, or they can directional air dodge in, or they can directional air dodge out, or they can just do nothing, or maybe even attack, or counter, or up B in the case of Charizard, something like that. So, yeah, basically it's become a lot harder to get those ladder combos of the second kind since the nerf to boost kick, because your opponent kind of has more options to avoid it, and it will not be true the vast majority of the time. That being said, though, a lot of players will still panic in this situation, and if they air dodge there, you can go for a flick kick, which will kill. So let's kind of go over that frame by frame. So I'm just going to speed this, so hang on. Okay, so that last up air isn't actually displaying as true, but Marth would have to up B to escape that, which would be bad. Okay, so if Marth air dodges in this position, I'm trying to do flip kick as soon as possible here. Okay, it's actually kind of hard to do this in slow motion. Okay. Let me... Okay, so Marth's going to air dodge. I'm going to delay it slightly, actually. Okay. Suddenly this is... I'm not used to doing this frame by frame. Okay. Okay, so I need to delay it quite a lot. Yeah, I do kind of know that instinctively. Okay. Should do it. Oh, still no. Okay. There we go. Okay, so you need to delay the flip kick a fairly long time. I know what that timing is in in real time, but frame by frame, I'm actually quite surprised by how long you have to delay that. So it's actually so long that you can almost wait and see what your opponent does and kind of react to it. If they go for that neutral air dodge in that position, then you can get that flip kick fairly easily. And in this position, of course, it will spike off of the bottom. The amount that you have to kind of delay and fast fall will vary a lot between characters. So against the fastest fallers like Fox, it is almost impossible. So he just falls so fast that you have to delay and you have to fast fall really far down before you can actually go for the flip kick. I think it's still always possible though if he neutral air dodges. You just have to delay it a long time. How often do I practice my ZSS? Where have I really gone? So I play Smash maybe a couple of times a week still with friends. I still coach a decent amount. If that's something you're interested in, by the way, you can hit me up on Discord or Twitter. Yeah, quite a lot of my time playing Smash is actually coaching now. Also, sometimes if I'm just chilling, or talking to somebody or waiting for something, I'll just go into the training room and try doing weird stuff with Zero Suit. It just takes my mind off things. It's chewing gum for the eyes. So, right, so there was another thing I wanted to talk about, which was kind of the update in how ladder combos should be done. So, way back when I made that ladder combo video, I, and indeed a lot of other Zero Suit players, were still kind of transitioning from Smash 4, and the way that we were doing ladder combos was more like the Smash 4 way than the Smash Ultimate way. So what I mean by that is there was this thing of doing a buffered full hop up air and then a landing up air onto the platform like this. Okay, Mouth will need to be a... Actually, let's put him at 30. So more like this. Okay, which is still pretty much a true combo, but it gives you a lot less leeway, and it will not work in as many situations because that second up air here will quite often send them too high. So like if I put him at maybe 35. Okay, so if I do that here, hang on, holding both controllers now. Yeah. This is a lot harder. Okay. So, if I do that at that percentage, now, especially after the nerf, he can just air dodge those, the second hit of boost kick onwards. So this method of doing the ladder combos is not quite as effective as it used to be. It can still work, so you can kind of get this 1, 2, and then double jump 3 into the boost kick, and that will still work fairly well. But in general, it's just less reliable than the new way, which, I mean, it's not that new. it was already a thing when I made that video back then, but I didn't quite understand fully how ladder combos worked, I guess. I don't think anyone did, so I'll absolve myself. So the more efficient way of doing this, and more reliable way of doing this, is to kind of make sure that all of your up airs are landing. So it looks more like this. If it's 40% about right? Let's see if it is about right. So it looks more like this. Maybe 40% isn't right. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, and that actually gets a true combo the whole way. Yeah, let's try it one more time. Okay, so the difference here is that I'm starting with this landing up air here. Okay, so this is a little bit more practical for starters because full hop up air onto a platform is a lot less safe than this. If your opponent is just lingering around on the platform and you try and full hop up air them, if they just shield it, they can usually punish it. And if they don't shield it, they can just hit you. Whereas sharking with short hop falling up airs is a lot safer. So that's a good thing. And then here, what you want to do is full hop. And instead of doing the up air as soon as you can, you delay it. And what's really good about this is that the window to delay it is enormous. It doesn't have to be anywhere near as precisely timed as the full hop up air into landing up air on the platform. So you can delay it quite a long time and the opponent will still be in hit stun. So that's still a true combo. And then what you want to do is after you've hit the opponent, you'll still continue moving upwards for a little bit, but then you want to fast fall as soon as you can onto the platform there. And then basically what you've done there is 2 landing up airs in a row. Landing up air has enormous hit advantage because it's only got 5 frames of landing lag. So from here, it's comparatively easy to get that final double jump up air. Maybe not in slow motion. Hang on, let's do it again. Okay, so you get that final double jump up air into the boost kick, and that's just going to be a true combo. And it's at the right height where it will kill, regardless of DI. Yeah, so the top Zero Suit players have been doing this for a little while. Back when I made that video, there was still kind of a lot of people doing it in the Smash 4 way, including the top Zero Suit players. And it was roughly about that time that I actually noticed that people were doing it in this different way. Hard to land on the platform when they're holding it in spike position. Yeah. So the other good thing about this is that it's just, in general, it's a lot safer. If you miss anything, it's a lot less committal. The only thing that you really commit to in the end is the boost kick. And you don't have to pull the trigger on boost kick if it doesn't look like they're in the right position to get hit by it. And, of course, also, if it looks like they're not in the right position, so like say they're on 50%, you can go for that flip kick on the air dodge if they do it. So that's what I meant by the air dodge read flip kick being more of a relying on the opponent's ignorance. So you know that you're not in the right position for the boost kick, but the opponent doesn't know. So you do that in a position where you think your opponent might be scared and they, oh no, I'm going to get ladder comboed. Because the reality is, of course, that if the boost kick is going to hit, they can't air dodge it anyway, most of the time. It's too fast. So if the hit one boost kick is going to hit, then they can't air dodge it. Whereas if it's not going to hit, they can air dodge it. But then you know that it's not going to hit, so you'll probably go for something else. So it's kind of a little does he know I have a gun situation. Oh, I got sent a message by Styles, something about Mars mashing air dodge. Oh, do you mean Marth mashing air dodge? Yeah, it's... Wait a minute, are you sure? I thought I just saw him do a forward air there. Maybe. Yeah, so, character like Marth, you might be able to do something like that on. Like, in theory, of course, he can break out of it with an up B. Marth has a frame 3 air dodge, I think, and the reason why I did that video on Marth, the reason why he was the chosen character was not only because he had the frame 1 escape option, but also because it was fairly easy to do it on him. He just has a full speed that's very conducive to doing those fair combos, which is cool. So yeah. I think also, as well, like, for a combo that long, you've got to think that your opponent is going to DI a little bit. I don't know. The up airs into flip key looks so much... Oh yeah, it's so good. It's so satisfying when you get that. Up air into air dodge read flip kick. Is it ever a good idea to finish with bear after 2 up airs? What exactly do you mean by that? So, do you mean like... Hang on. You mean like that? I don't know. Did I get asked another question? I think Mars did it the good way in Genesis 7 grants. Yes, he did. more or less, anyway. It was a slight variation on what I was talking about, but yeah, in general it relied on the fast falling up airs. Yeah, so like I said, it was round about that time, funnily enough, that I released that video that the meta was evolving a little bit. In my opinion, what could top Zero Suit players improve on, tech-wise or setups? Honestly, it's hard to say that in general for top Zero Suit players, because every top Zero Suit player plays differently. I do remember thinking at one point that ladder combos are not being used anywhere near enough. And then Shiki from Japan came along and was ladder comboing everyone into oblivion. I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, there's definitely some Zero Suit players that are doing different things to others. Watching Mars recently, since the nerf, he's definitely kind of adopted a more passive playstyle. People have noted the number of jabs that he's going for, and the thing is that I have a feeling that he's been stung a little bit too often in going for confirms that are not quite true because of the nerf now, and he's been getting really heavily punished for it, because the top players will punish that really heavily if you miss. So he's going for things like Zair into jab and Nair into jab even. And I think that will change, to be honest. I think once Zero Suit players get more used to that, basically increased confidence in going for confirms, I think, is something that needs to be done. So like, I'll often see Mars going for things like that at lower percentages these days. So that is a true combo, but then like Zair into up smash is also a true combo. And Mars does know this, obviously. But it's a lot tighter, and I think he's and other Zero Suit players have kind of lost their confidence in going for those slightly tighter combos now, and adopting a safer playstyle in general. But we'll see. I think, yeah, just general confidence in confirms needs to improve. Right. How long have I been streaming for now? It's about an hour and a half. I think I might have to end it there, unless there are any more requests for now. Who have I been watching besides Mars and Ski lately? Can't think of any Zero Suit players in particular. Oh, I've been watching a lot of oh, what's his name? Is it AOS? Quite a few of his videos came up in my stream. Yeah, AOS. They play quite a crazy style of Zero Suit. It's very entertaining, actually. I highly recommend. Can you talk about setups to make your opponent tech on platform? Yeah. How to approach on neutral with Zero Suit. How long have you got? Yeah, I mean, I did talk a lot about that in my other video, my other live stream not too long ago. You can see that on my channel if you want to know more about neutral. I probably won't. This was meant to be more combo oriented and stuff than last time, but yeah. There's the one you can watch. So, tech setups on a platform. So, a lot of Zero Suit's throws are quite good at that. So, down throw. Okay, maybe on about 15. So, I did originally say that down throw is completely useless, but it's not completely useless. It has fairly low knockback growth, so this kind of setup is fairly consistent across percentages. So the good thing about this is that it places your opponent in a position where they can't really attack you back. So if they land on that platform, if they try and throw out an aerial, they'll just land on the platform with an aerial. And if they do that, then you can punish the landing lag of the aerial with something like a ladder combo. Right? Did I support Mars for Summit? No, I didn't. I voted for Larry, actually. He didn't make it in. Sad times. Doorstop and Web. Yes, they are both very good. Yeah, Web, I think, I remember when they were only just picking up Zero Suit, because they were using Lucas before. They got very good very fast. I was kind of jealous. Yeah, other platform setters. Oh, another good one. When I was, when I mentioned her throws. So you might have seen some Total Zero Suit players do this. Oh, what am I doing? So the back throw on a stage like Small Battlefield or Battlefield, this will land them on the lower platform, which is pretty handy. And it very often takes your opponent by surprise. And you can even go for something like a flick kick after that. So, I don't know, this probably won't work on Marth at 90, because he doesn't fall fast enough. But they could still get taken by surprise by something like that. And the cool thing about flick kick is that it's so big that it will actually cover mistech and tech options. So like if Mars had just neutral tech, if Marth had just neutral teched or teched away there, then the flick kick would still hit him with that timing. Up throw can force you into take chase on the platform in the right percents. Yeah, so I think in my experience, up throw is not as effective as down throw in that regard. Although it does give your opponent less time to react, that's for sure. That's one good thing about up throw, is that is so quick. You can take chase with fair one back below the platform. Yeah, so I mean, you can, in theory, you can. I think I've done the fair one on the platform before, so you can get that forward air on the character from below the platform. So that didn't actually hit the sweet spot back here. Let's see if we can get the sweet spot. There we go. So yeah, that is a thing as well. I think that's quite a lot harder than just going for an up air as well, though. So a lot of the time I'll go for an up air in that situation. Hang on. So I should be able to get the boost kick after that. Yeah, maybe it's a bit too high for Marth. Yeah, so you can do that as well. That probably wouldn't kill with good DI. But you can get a back air after that as well. Let's see if I can hit that. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to kill still. Yeah, so there's just a lot of really cool stuff you could do. I don't know if there's like a particularly optimal setup there. There's just tons of stuff that you can do. Let me know if you think of anything. Oh, it's on control, yeah. Right, okay. Random question, where did you come up with your tag name? I like the game series Oily and the Bifrost and Will of the Wisps, and I like a certain cookie that I'm not sponsored to mention, so I won't. Right, I am going to end the stream there. I feel like I didn't quite cover everything I wanted to cover, but I am getting tired, so I might do another one of these. If there's anything that I haven't covered in this first video, feel free to comment it, and if I do another video, I'll make sure to go over that in another one at a later date. But for now, I will catch you later, and it's been really nice. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye.